I'm Anil Kumar, and in this video we will learn how to divide rational expressions. Well, as in multiplication, we need to factor. That is most important, right? So your factoring skills should be really good at this stage. In case you need some practice, you can always check few videos on factoring. Now, second thing is we need to write restrictions. Whenever we simplify and write down our answer, we have to include all the restrictions. And what else you need to know? Division and multiplication are reciprocal operations, right? So divide is equal to 1 over multiplication, right? So kind of, let me write like this. Reciprocal multiplication. Let me not write like this. Divide equals to reciprocal multiplication. That is better. Okay. So we'll see all this while solving this particular question. So we have 3x squared minus 6xy over 4x plus 20y divided by 9x squared minus 18xy divided by 3xy plus 15y squared. You could take 3x common in the numerator. So you get x. 6 divided by 3 is 2, minus sign is there, and then y. Okay. Divided by 4 is common. So we get x plus 5y. Now, here we have divide. So let me do divide at present. Factor 9x is common. So we get x minus 2y divided by 3 is common and y is common. So 3y is common. So that gives us x, and then here we have plus 5 divided by 3, 15 by 3 is 5, and y. So that is how you can factor. Now at this stage, you can write restrictions. That is, x is not equal to, now x is not equal to minus 5y. So that is first restriction you get from here. Here, you get the same restriction. X is not equal to minus 5y. And you also get one restriction that y is not equal to 0. Correct. Soon we will see that we need to add some more restrictions, and that is because, let me show you why. Division, as we say, is reciprocal multiplication. So I could write this as 3x times x minus 2y divided by 4 times x plus 5y times what? Reciprocal of this, that gives me 3y on the top with x plus 5y, and the numerator comes to denominator. That is how you write the reciprocal, right? Now you clearly see that since we have this factor in the denominator, it cannot be 0. So we have additional restriction, x cannot be equal to 0 and x cannot be equal to 2y. You can say x cannot be equal to 2y, right? So these become restrictions for the given example, correct? Now, we'll simplify just as we did in multiplication, cancelling common factors like x plus 5y is common, x minus 2y is common. Now, 3 times 3 is 9, 3 times 3 is 9, so 9 goes, that is 1, right? And then x and x is also common, correct? So with this, most of the things have been cancelled. So what are you left with? You're left with y divided by 4 and all these restrictions, that y is not equal to 0 and x is not equal to minus 5y, 0 and 2y, correct? So that becomes the solution for the given rational expression. I hope the steps are very clear. So you need to factor all the terms, look into restrictions. When you divide, you have to include, so when you divide, it is important to check that restrictions come from both numerator and denominator. For divisor, do you see that? So here this is the divisor. You have to include both numerator and denominator restrictions, zeros, to be in the list of restrictions. So when you multiply, only denominators are considered. But here it's kind of special. So I hope this point is very clear to you. You can move on, do some practice questions from your book, and don't hesitate to ask questions. Thank you and all the best.